What's going on, guys? We're back with another Fishroom update. Today, we don't really have much that's been happening, but we do have some exciting news here. My glass lace belly guppies that I got at the last auction, I don't know if you can see, but there are some fry starting to form in the stomach of one of the females, and so I put her in the breeder box here. I thought the other one was going to be pregnant soon, but now that I've found out that you can actually see the fry forming in the stomach of the female, you know, obviously that one is not pregnant, but you know, I feel like it may still be developing fry in there, so I'll leave her in this breeder box just in case. Obviously you see all the sponge filters are running, so that means that the new pump is running smoothly. Turns out the electric bill was extremely high because of this tower heater. So I've had to cut back to using it only once a day, so I can use it all night long, and then I'll run the pump all day long so that they're switching off and it's not using as much power as it was, since before it was running all day, all night, and running alongside the pump when the pump was on in the day or when it was on at night. As you can see, Bob, he's doing pretty swell. I actually need to feed him. I feed him super worms. He loves being the spotlight of the camera, so that's why he always comes up. Whenever I take a video, he's always there. Bob's still looking incredible. His fins are growing a lot larger, and he's looking much more like a great show Severum, and I'm really excited to see what happens to him in the future. Maybe he'll get a couple inches longer, maybe not, I'm not really sure. 55 is all set up. We got a sponge filter in there. This second sponge filter is actually set up already. It's already connected to the pump, but since for some reason they float to the top, I have not found another rock in my stash of stuff here to hold it to the bottom of the tank with. But when I do, this tank will be set up and it will be turned into a pretty awesome tank. I'm not really sure. I was going to do a monster tank in here. I think I'm still going to do that. Depends on how much money I have when I'm all set up in that tank. Otherwise, the blue albino topaz are doing pretty well in this tank. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I moved all my red velvet swordtails into the fry that I had that I bought from an auction. I moved them all into this tank with a couple of blue albino topaz, and I moved them out of this tank. As you can see, the steel nebula tank is really cleaning itself up with this new filter that I put in. The whole sponge filter system has really cleaned this up. The bottom, sure, it still has a bunch of stuff on it, but you know, after like a water change or two this week, which I still have to do, it will be looking great, just back to its former beauty. As you can see, all the placetus cories, they're looking really, really nice. We have one over here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, they're looking pretty good. The steel nebulars are looking good too. Haven't had much breeding from them because I did get rid of most of the females I had at the Tropical Fish Society of Rhode Island's auction. The cool thing is that we have like a, I think it's called Guppy Con or something like that. I don't know, maybe that's just made up in my head. But we have a guppy event for the Northeast Council of Aquarium Societies, the New England Fancy Guppies Association. We have an event that I'm going to this weekend on Saturday. It's like the Gene Guppy event, I'm pretty sure, at Stonehill College. Definitely recommend checking it out. I think it's open to the public. I'm pretty sure it is because there's a bunch of speakers going at different times. I'm not sure if there's an auction or not. I have to check the flyer, but it looks like a pretty cool event. Otherwise, there's not really any other big things. I cleared out this 5-gallon here, and I'm actually going to empty it pretty soon and replace it with this 10-gallon over here. I actually have to do a science experiment for a science fair project for school, so I'm actually going to be doing it with how much calcium is the proper amount needed to match up perfectly with the chitin in snails' exoskeletons to make a nice, strong, and healthy snail shell, and overall benefit the snail's well-being. So that's kind of the experiment. I haven't seen many people do it before, so that's going to be a cool one to try out. I'm going to be running this tank, and I'm going to be running that 10-gallon right there. Side by side, we're going to be doing direct supplementation of calcium with chitin and an indirect supplementation in the other one with maybe Cuttlebone or something like that, or a green that's high in calcium, such as kale or Swiss chard or something like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Otherwise, we really don't have much else to talk about in the fish room. Not much has changed. I still haven't gotten any new fish. Gonna come out with another video this Thursday related to Central Mass. I think it's gonna be a killifish or goby care guide. Not really sure. I'll decide when I go to make it later on this week. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick fish room update. If you have, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.